I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cutout to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool, cool nerd like my man Zoe. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art. Book art, 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 book art,
Yo, what's up, girls and boys? It's time to make some noise. Cause I'm back and I'm on this track now. Let's talk about some plastic toys. You can bet I pose them all. Legends to Dragon Balls, Batman and Kaijus and Kamen Riders. I collect them all. Gotta make sure your posing's tight though. Make sure your lighting's right though. Keep it contained because you train for this your entire life, bro. So please don't adjust your TV. This is your host, Moncheesy. Sit back and relax and learn this fact. Posing ain't easy.
Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini maybe I'm fucking with them. Hype beasts, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about them. Boog nice, my nigga. A.C.B.A. been popping lately off top. My nigga, they cut out game be too amazing. MUs, my nigga, that's that shit that don't amaze me. This was for my niggas, that's really about they legends. Shouts out to Savage Poop, my niggas out in Texas. I don't fuck with no scalper, nigga, fuck what you selling. I'm all up in the toy aisle, I'm kicking kids, I'm reckless. My nigga built Maruby on that Google chat straight flexing. Look, I pop the package, I smell it. Pop the package, I smell it. Me and my nigga Tiny at the toy fair straight spending. They asked you for that Deadpool and he ain't asked no questions. We too fly, I know this. Let me give your ass a checklist. Got the Giant Man, got that Ares, that Cable bruh, it's nothing. I get the Blue Wire, Silver Luke Cage, that Dragon Man, then I'm stunned. And this song for them fuck niggas that's hating on your collection. Yeah, they talking all that shit, but it's A.C.B.A, we reppin'. Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. I'll take that. We're taking that right there.
Man, I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic comic book cut out to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool nerd like my man Zoe. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir. We're
Officially back at it.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside this gentle world. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams. Real love bursting out of every scene. Days go by. It's the bigger love of the family.
The Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast is recorded in front of a live virtual audience and is funded in part by viewers like you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is not Boog Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 185. Whoop, whoop. How you all doing? What's up?
Nice little whoop whoop right there.
Had to throw it in for the juggalos and juggalettes out
Oh,
there.
of course. You got
Making
it.
sure everybody's represented here on the A.C.B.A. podcast.
Oh,
What's up,
absolutely.
Ponch?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's basically just us, huh?
Yeah, man. 2-man show. Wow. Real, I'm at a loss for words. Very real situation that happens in LA quite a lot. A 2-man show, huh?
I guess so. Usually it's just two friends like reconnecting through doing it on a podcast, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
whoa.
one of those-
Here we are.
Here we go. But yeah, Rick is out. Boog is busy. They might pop in. I'm not entirely sure, but
Yeah,
either
maybe
way,
towards the end of the show.
This could be the
Uh-oh.
closest we get to a real surgical strike.
In a long time, too.
Yeah, this is going to be just a quick outpatient procedure. Not even going to put you under.
Oh, yeah. No need for anesthetics, none of that stuff.
No. We're going to just do a local anesthetic, and then we'll be good.
That's true.
But with that said, I mean, it's a pretty light topic list. But how was your week, dude? What's up with you?
My week was pretty good. Speaking of the topic list, I did not update it, so I'll do that. Real quick. My week was pretty good. I got the news that I'm 100% symptom free of COVID, so I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited to be healthy. I'm just as excited to know that I won't make anybody cripplingly sick now that I can start sending out stuff, which was my biggest fear for a very long time. I didn't want to send anything out and potentially get, somebody or somebody's whole family sick, which sucks.
Right.
So very excited. My wife has been symptom free for forever. So happy to join her. Aside from that, I've been watching Better Call Saul all week. I'm up to season 3 or
Hell
something
yeah,
now.
dude. You getting ready for that premiere or the final season?
So I didn't even know that a new season was coming out. And I literally just now, when you said it, found out that it's the final season.
That's it. It's all coming to a head, and it's honestly really good. It did take me a
is.
while to get into, but I don't know. It's on par with Breaking Bad in a lot of ways.
For sure. I like the cinematography more than Breaking Bad.
For sure.
It's really pretty tight. But the YouTube algorithm got me. It started me off with just showing me clips and feeding me clips of Breaking Bad. And then it eventually got to Better Call Saul, and I'm like, okay, well, I probably won't watch this anytime soon, so I can watch a couple of clips. And it was to the point where I was 3 days into watching clips of Better Call Saul. I was basically watching the show in 3-minute increments, and I'm like, I'm just going to start the show. Whatever.
Dude, so many good characters on it. Lalo is the man.
Hell yeah! I think I just got to where he shows up. So
Oh man, Lalo is incredible.
he played
just like,
swordsman, right?
The characters through Breaking Bad. It's just nice to kind of see. They're all noticeably older. Obviously,
Yeah,
it's
sure.
supposed to be kind of see them coming up. So that's cool. I'm gonna be interested to see how well it all connects and how it's gonna like flow into it.
Hell yeah! How's your week, Fabio?
Pretty good. I had my birthday party on Sunday. Birthday dinner. Really.
Happy
It was
birthday, baby! I hope the gravy was flowing.
Gravy was incredible. I've literally been eating leftovers all week. I think I just finished like the last of them this afternoon.
So will there be a need for gravy this Sunday night?
I still got 2 cans left over, so I'd be remiss if I didn't.
Okay.
It's just good to have a gravy, as it should be stocked up right next to your ketchup, your mayo, your mustard. Great.
Absolutely.
It's just
always have
a go-to condiment.
steady gravy flow.
Mm-hmm. Put some on a little cold cut sandwich or something.
Ooh,
We're gonna get
now you're
great.
talking.
Yeah, a couple basil leaves in there. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I had a cold cut for lunch today at work. It was great.
Yeah, so that was on Sunday, and then I was supposed to be like up early the next day, and then last minute work got canceled because they just put in new up-to-date vaccination requirements, and I've been putting off my booster for a while. So they said, you're infected, you can't come through till you get your booster.
Oh, thank
So
you,
I had
Tom
to do
Cruise.
it. That's it. So I had to do that yesterday, and I got kind of racked by it. I haven't really
Oh, still haven't
been
recovered,
feeling
huh?
great until like right before we started. I took a little nap just to make sure we'd be, nice and
nappy?
refreshed when we started here, and I'm feeling like way better. So
Yeah, the
for
boosters
about
whooped my ass
24
and my
hours,
wife's ass
just-
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which one did she get?
Dude, I have no idea. She's her own human being.
Well, the lady was nice because I was like on time for my appointment, but she came out and she's like, the vial that we just got, it's still like frozen because it was in the freezer. So if you just like give us a few minutes, we'll wait for it to thaw so it doesn't hurt as much before we put it in. And it still hurt like a motherfucker. Like as far as it's not too sore now, but yesterday like my arm was numb. Like
Oof, yeah.
thought it a little bit longer. But it was funny because there was a lady who had an appointment time after me. But she got there and checked in first, technically, because I did it like when I got there and I checked in online, and she had like gone to the counter. And because my appointment time was before hers, technically, I almost pulled a Larry David and got upset that the doctor is seeing them by the time that they checked in rather than the time of the appointment. I was hoping CVS would just go ahead and change the rule exclusively for me to prevent this situation in the future.
Yes.
And then when it happens again, I'm suffering for it.
Absolutely.
Pretty good. I almost threw a real hissy fit. But honestly, just having watched that show, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's what you're not supposed to do. So let me just not throw a bitch fit right here over appointment times.
True.
But again,
True.
I could have waited for maybe another patient because then it would have thawed out a little bit more. Other than that, yeah, just feeling a little bit better from that, and yeah, it's been chilling.
Literally and figuratively.
That's true. Well said.
It's true. Let's see. I know Boog likes to go over. Let me fill in for Boog. Y'all see anything funny this week? Anything you want to talk about?
God, I do nothing but see funny stuff, so it all kind of blends together.
I will share this. I shared it in the group chat. Do you remember this?
Oh my god, yeah, dude. Okay.
This is single-handedly one of the funniest
I don't
things.
think the stream can see it.
Oh dang, my bad. Hold on. I gotta get off of like full screen. Here we go.
This was amazing.
Boom. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, this is Mugen. Anybody who is like, I don't know, anybody that's in like our age group knows what Mugen is, because like it's basically just like a fighting game engine, right? That you just that you just mod on the computer. Basically, you download characters and whatnot, and like Mugen is like well known for having the most absurd characters possible. And this is literally the physical embodiment of New York. I don't know what the actual character is called, but it's just a pair of Tims wearing a New York Yankees hat, and its specials are scratching off, using a quarter to scratch off a lottery ticket, a chopped cheese right there, screams "Yer" whenever.
So we playing handball or not?
So incredible. This is like one of the funniest things I've seen in a very long time. Usually, I follow No Context. I urge everybody to follow No Context Mugen on Twitter. It is so funny.
Man, on that front, I've been seeing. I found a shit posting page specifically for Fallout New Vegas. Right?
Hell yeah!
You see this? I think it's called Prim Slim Posting.
No.
And they've just been doing these like I found one first of all because it was a Sopranos clip and it was just incredible. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up real quick, but it was it's like where they do that almost like chroma key tracking with the video game in like the background.
Yeah.
It's like way too well done, and I've just been sending it to my friend who is like specifically a Fallout New Vegas type of guy too.
There's one guy on YouTube.
A lot of Elden Ring content too lately.
There's one guy on YouTube that does like Mr. Bean in video games.
Oh yeah.
Like he's done one in like Mr. Bean in Mass Effect. Mr. Bean in Cyberpunk is probably the best one. And he is so good at keying out Mr. Bean and putting him and like matching the lighting and stuff. It's so great. Real quick, Fatman69, incredible name, hit us with $5. He said, "Hey boys, glad the duo is doing well. Just pre-ordered the NECA TMNT 2 4-pack of the Turtles. My wallet hates me. You guys are gonna get it. I think we're gonna talk about that, at least touch on it, at least when we get to NECA. I am cool. I mean, like, I'm not going out of my way to find it. If I see it in a store, then I'll probably buy it. But like, I'm not really. This is the greatest thing. I'm not really going out of my way to pre-order it or anything like that. I think
I've been seeing a lot of the stuff regarding the NECA Haulathon and all that Target stuff going on, and I'm just like, whew, thank goodness I am not collecting any of that stuff.
Yeah,
it seems like a nightmare.
I was thinking about you when that NECA Haulathon thing was going on, and I was like, bro, if this was 5 years ago, Fabio would have been paying a fortune in gas.
Yeah, dude, are you kidding me? I'm just so glad I got out ahead of this whole thing, because I mean that seems like that's what it takes to get these brands afloat at retail, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
It's horrendous.
We'll definitely talk about that more at NECA. And then Dub T is also in the chat saying, "Is the Revoltec Woody worth pre-ordering?" We're going to talk about that in Revoltec. I think I have Revoltec up here. I do. But short answer, if you don't have them, I'd say yes, for sure. Even if you do have them, he does come with like new faceplates and stuff. And we'll touch on that more. But if you don't have them, I'd say yeah, go for it. All right, what's this about, Patrick?
All right.
The Patrick Bateman.
So great. Oh, I did see this. I saw this clip right here specifically. That's so stupid. Incredible.
What brings a man like you to my party?
Great key right there. The best. This is this is like too familiar right now because I'm playing 76 right now and uses the same engine as Fallout 4, so this is all very familiar right now.
Yeah, pretty brilliant. That was a different dude than the one I was looking for, but
I think that's the guy that I was talking about, actually.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I will highlight one more thing that I saw. Actually, Boog brought this to my attention today. Let me go ahead.
Oh.
And
I mean, other than this, it's just been a lot of Elden Ring stuff. Maidenless, that's a fun new thing to call people.
Yeah, for sure. It was some guy, Nerd But Cool, made quite possibly the greatest diorama I've ever seen in my life. Like, I am saying it right here, right now.
Oh.
This Seinfeld diorama is the greatest diorama I've ever seen in my entire life, period.
My God.
It's so good. It's so good.
Damn, dude. That looks real.
This is literally, like, truly, this is literally the only diorama I've ever wanted in my entire life is this set of Seinfeld. Like, and then second to that is like maybe The Office, like the Office set from The Office, but that would be humongous. But this is like perfect. It's so good. But I wish I was skilled enough to make stuff like this, man. Like, I really want to, but like just thinking about diving into this much balsa wood is, yeah, you know, I'm like, I feel like I could frame it out. I could frame out the apartment, right? And like do it, and like the windows and stuff. When it comes to like the little stuff, like the table, well, he probably bought the table and like most of the furniture too, but like all the cereal in there and all that shit, yeah, that gives me like anxiety. So I don't.
Yeah, plus, I mean, it's one thing to make it, but to make it and have it look good is another thing, you know?
I'm struggling with a field right now, a field diorama. I've been trying to do that thing since February. Anyway, check out Nerd But Cool to peep his diorama work. Man, it looks really great. He's a good photographer too. So yeah, check him out, man. Give him some love. So let's dive right in, baby. Let's get
into some topics. What do we got first?
So the first topic is Marvel Legends. I wanted to touch on that Jean Grey they showed off.
Yeah, okay, let's check them out. There was the VHS Jean Grey, right?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit of controversy with this one. That's going to be kind of the theme of today. I don't know. There's things are just popping off in the toy world this week. Literally right after we had the podcast on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, things just blew up with the Todd McFarlane thing. But this right here, people are just not happy with either.
Oof. Are you showing it? You're not showing your screen anymore.
Oh, excuse me.
That's okay. Yeah, man, it's it's no surprise that members of this prestigious panel are not fans of the cell shading line.
I wouldn't, if I were still a Legends collector, it wouldn't be like my main display one. I would just buy it 100% for the boxes, you know?
Oh, really? Interesting. You like the boxes that much, huh?
As well as like as part of the overall display, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what? I'll get, this is like a preview of pickups, but I picked up Wolfman and Mummy today. Neca, Wolfman, nice. And Mummy.
You holothon?
I guess it was.
You went holothoning, huh? That's cool.
I guess so. I don't know. I didn't see anything else. There was no like Turtleoid or whatever the hell that robot's name is. There wasn't any of that shit. There was no Brooklyn or anything like that. But I did find those, and there's only one of each. The reason I bring it up is because the boxes for those are so nice.
Oh yeah, dude.
And I was telling, and like my wife, like always is advocating me to throw my boxes away, but she was like, "You should keep these boxes for real." And I was like, you know what? Like, if I did not throw away the Frankenstein's monster box, I definitely would have, because now it's just gonna bug the hell out of me that I don't have Frankenstein monster.
Unless you get the black and white one.
Oh, I'm not doing all that shit.
Yeah, I do like that the different, I mean, obviously they're different, so they would have different art, but it's cool that they went with like alternate posters for each of the versions. And I think that's just really cool.
Very cool.
I do like them.
Yeah, so this Jean Grey, man, a lot of people are making direct comparisons with the offering from Mafix and saying that the head sculpt on Mafix is leaps and bounds better than this. I mean,
yeah, a little more on model for the cartoon.
I think the elephant in the room is no shit. It's an $80 figure. I think that it's not even. I think it's not even just the sculpt, right? Like I think Marvel Legends has proven that under all that paint, the sculpt is good. Like customizers have proven that absolutely. Like friend of the show, Paul Harding, was on the show, and we've seen his renders before they make it to the plants and stuff. So the source material is good. It's just somewhere along the production line, it comes out looking a little funny. But I would imagine with an $80 figure, like there's a little bit more involved to make sure that it stays as on model to the render as possible. So, I think it's a little unfair to compare it to the Mafix, but yeah, it is what it is, especially with that price hike now. Like it's very easy for people to just go I know it's unfair. Devil's advocate it is unfair to compare it to the Mafix, but at this point, do I save $30 on a Marvel Legends and put it towards a Mafix? Now the Mafix is only $50.
Now you're thinking like me, Punch.
Exactly.
To me, it's like if you just don't buy any of these VHS ones, you can get the Jean Grey.
Yeah, for real. Exactly, dude. Like
if you skip the 4 revealed so far, then boom.
Yeah, this is super wild.
As far as the cell shading, I get it. Neca's been doing this kind of thing for years. Mm-hmm. It is, I get it, but yeah, it is hard if you're looking for Jean Grey as a reissue to go ahead and incorporate her into your otherwise X-Men blue and gold team display, and it's clear that she's a different model and a different sort of deco style. So, it is cheaper than trying to backtrack and get the love triangle one, but
yeah, absolutely.
At this point, they could also put it out on like a retro card X-Men, like they did with Storm before she was on the VHS card. So, there's ways to do it for sure. Because they've done both actually for Storm, because they did the black suit, I think, in the retro packaging, and they did the white in like the pearlescent white in the wave. And then we got this VHS one. So, yeah, I mean, if you're waiting for that Jean Grey reissue to incorporate, I don't think this is it. 100% they're doing a retro packaging.
Oh, yeah, there's no question. I would even go as, honestly, speaking about the figure itself, I would say this is probably the least offensive of the of the cell shading discrepancies. I know with a lot of the other ones, the way that it was the articulation was cut, if it's not in a vanilla pose, then the cell shading makes absolutely zero sense. But this seems the least offensive. I mean, the shading on her thighs are probably the worst offender, but comparatively to everybody else, it's really not that bad.
I'm trying to find a picture of this Diamond Select statue. What a lot of people are comparing it to, as far as getting the model of the cell shading a little bit more to the cartoon. But yeah, I don't know, Chad. What do you guys think? Huh?
A lot of people seem to agree. It's just the sculpts are good, but the paint is whack. So, yeah,
Here it is.
For sure. Blake Quimman just hit us with $5. He said, Jean could have been a retro card, but the cell shading doesn't mix with the normal line. Retro line and the animated series are at odds. For sure. Exactly. So, even if you are picking this up to fill in for your normal Jean Grey, how do you incorporate that into a display? Or if you're even if you're a stickler for just your shelf display, kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, unfortunately.
And what I'm saying is just wait for that retro card. It's got to be coming, right? Eventually.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
See you in every packaging.
Yeah, Hasbro will not skip the chance to sell you a figure for $30. They will not. So keep your eye out for those retro cards.
Oh, what happened? There we go.
Yeah, this looks more cell shaded for sure.
Right.
But I think they also have
showing too well. Hang on.
They also have the benefit of it being a static pose,
right,
and all that stuff. It's very.
But you do see some of the things that carry over, though.
Absolutely.
So the way they did the stomach and then the chest piece up here, obviously, is a lot of the same. And then the fact that the head is dark as well. I guess what it just needed is the lines here. I don't know.
For sure.
And the peach color on the rest of the uniform too. It's supposed to be more like a peach color, and this is kind of that same orange. But
cool beans.
Is that it for for
That's
Legends?
it. I feel like we've...
Yeah, so this was revealed. First, they revealed the packaging for it because, they were doing the whole... on the 20th, they show you a teaser or something in the Marvel Legends to celebrate 20 years of Marvel Legends. So this was... On the 20th, they just showed the drawing, kind of like the in progress of the drawing, the artwork. And then day after, she actually went up for pre-order now, right? Yep. Now on Hasbro Pulse. Did this sell out or is it still available?
I have no idea. You're asking the wrong guy.
I'm all right. Well, either way, there's the packaging. That's what I'm looking for.
Packaging is quite nice.
VHS looking stuff. And these, I'm sure, will go great next to your the Transformers VHSs, right? These guys?
Yeah, those are Transformers.
Power Rangers, my bad.
Yeah, they also showed off new Megazords right here. No matter who owns the Power Rangers license, they cannot help but release a gold and black variant. I don't know what it is, but they just can't help themselves apparently. But when it comes to the MMPR Zord, it makes sense. I feel like it's already a thing now, re-releasing MMPR stuff in black and gold. Bandai started that with Legacy stuff, and it's just part of the lore now, I guess.
Isn't this what the NFT Megazord was?
Oh my god, yes, it really was. It really was that. This is the only one I don't have so far because I have the Soul of Chogokin, Megazord, so there's really no reason to get that. This will be pretty interesting. I don't have the super mini plug of this, so I'll grab this for sure. I mean, these are inoffensive little I think they're $13.99 or $14.99.
Yeah, these are meant to be kind of retro style.
Yeah, and the articulation sucks ass on these guys.
Right.
But for a
there's
shelf,
not even any paint on the weapon.
Yeah, there's no paint on the weapon. There's barely any paint on the legs and arms and shit. These Zeo Megazords down here, they don't have any paint at all. It's just they obviously have. It's just one pass of blue or yellow. Really dumb.
Wait a minute, they're doing the Tiger Zord and the Mega Tiger Zord in one wave.
Oh, whoa!
My God.
Yeah, man. So these are pretty inoffensive at their price point. If they go up any higher, good luck, dude. But these are pretty tight, especially for those of you who don't want to get the Super Mini Pla or wait for a Soul of Chogokin or a Robot Spirits to come out if they ever come out. They probably won't because Hasbro has a license now. So it is what it is, man. These are all right. Don't expect anything super articulated, but for a display, they're fun. I think that's really
and what's next
for Hasbro. Next up is
new Reds were revealed today, I think, or yesterday.
Oh, pretty tight. I do like this line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know next. I literally know nothing about Transformers. So
they transform. That's
okay. Yes. I'm a very low level. It's not even worth making the joke that we're the #1 Transformers podcast. It's so little.
we're for sure top 3 though.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, man, this Soundwave looks pretty cool. I always really like the articulation when it comes to Red. I'm a scumbag Transformers collector. I don't even want these guys to fucking transform. I could care less. I'm very sorry.
I'm with you. I have the big ones and they don't transform and it's fine.
Yeah, if it doesn't transform and it adds to the articulation technology, I am all for. I would rather have my Transformers I would rather have them transformed into robot mode and have sick articulation than them being able to transform. Truly as an adult, who has time to transform these? Are you going to set aside an hour of your time to just sit at your desk or on your couch and just transform these shits,
breaking it every time,
just over and over again? That shit is sick as hell when you're a kid because you're playing, right? And
that's what I would do before school. Yeah.
Yeah.
My Transformers.
But to an extent, obviously when we're displaying figures and setting up a shot, we're basically playing, but not this transforming or Transformers. That shit is playing in all caps. And that shit takes forever. Like transforming a masterpiece transformer or a high grade third party, that's your afternoon, bro. Like for real.
That's something you sip a little scotch along with and listen to NPR.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's funny. Fat Man in chat is saying, who displays their transformers in vehicle mode? LOL, nobody, bro. Nobody. It's so funny because to add on to my points, Boog doesn't like transforming his shit at all. He actually had a friend come over and transform them into vehicle mode, and they've stayed in vehicle mode because he doesn't fucking feel like transforming them back. Like, that's how little people care. I mean, obviously, I'm just being facetious. But like, hey man, this red line is a gift from God as far as I'm concerned.
The only problem is the scale is completely inconsistent.
Yeah,
that's, you got that giant bumblebee to go with Optimus Prime.
That's true.
And
like,
you were speaking of articulation technology. I think for touting that it is an articulated line, it's time to go pinless, you know, and really get rid of the kibble and stuff on here to really like be on model, you know. Because this right here, this one, because it's single jointed, gets away with it, but you can see the pin right here.
True.
And then pin right here. Look at these. If that were clean, honestly, that would be pretty good.
These domestic guys got a taste of pinless technology, and now that's all they want.
Well, it's Hasbro, so I figured they could just, you know, one brand is doing it. It stands to reason that they might, you know, just kind of make that a universal thing.
Yeah, it's quite frankly mind-boggling that they don't ball out on Transformers. They own the license. Or no, they share it with Takara Tomy, don't they? Or no?
No, I think they own it. They own it, yeah. Okay, so this is the other kind of new things. What about this Beast War?
Oh my god. What is this? Another rat?
This is Wolffang.
Oh, it's a wolf, my bad. Tight.
Wolffang?
I had stopped watching Beast Wars at this point.
I did too. And then I remember trying to get back in, and I'm like, Beast Machines? What the hell is this?
Yeah, I remember watching the premiere for Beast Machines, actually. So, like, I don't know, maybe I was kind of spotty on just, like, my watch time with Beast Wars. Because I remember a lot of cool Beast Wars shit, and then even some Beast Machines stuff that was cool. I don't know, man. I was a dumb kid. I don't know what I was talking about. Fat Man said, with $5 donation, thank you again.
Thank you, Fat Man.
He said, if I come to your house and you got Transformers displayed in vehicle mode, you might be a Patrick Bateman. Incredible.
No, only if you were rewarded with a bunch of female Transformers after getting good grades. That will make you a Patrick Bateman.
No, oh my God, yeah.
We're going by the logic established in the toy industry these days.
The worst.
Not that no, but just if you were to. But yeah, we got Wolffang, and this is Cyber Shark.
The shark, tight, cool.
Sounds like a really sick like 80s synth band.
Cyber Shark. This is a repaint right here.
Sandstorm. Yeah, this is Scorponok clearly.
I kept on trying to get a Scorponok, like the regular one, but it was always priced at $30 at my Target, and I said, I'm not paying $30 for this shit. There's no way.
Man, I remember when I was younger, they had the Transformers alternators line. Remember those, where they were like real car models, and they would transform into Transformers, into characters. So you had like, I remember seeing an Optimus Prime that would transform into like a Chevy or something, like a Chevy Silverado, like something really random. And just being like, man, that would be actually really sick. If I cared about cars anymore, those would be really good to have displayed in car mode, just because they're like on model cars, you know? If anybody remembers that line, let me know in the chat.
I'm sure if people remember that Cyclops that transformed into a fighter plane, they'll remember that shit, so.
Right. Or the Punisher that turns up into a gun, right?
Oh my God. Don't even get me started.
Okay. Yeah, these are literally all repaints. Look, we got
that's how this line keeps alive, basically.
Waspinator and Cheetor.
Yep. All right. Well, that's it. Let's
Rose by any other name. You still don't display in vehicle mode. All right, so this is part of remember, there's the whole Walmart Collector Con, not to be left out of this whole retail con experience, which I think is a true dystopia we're living in. This is truly like some boring dystopia stuff.
You know what's funny?
Yes,
like,
they're still in the future, everything is ruined.
Oh my god.
Yes, there's still conventions, but you have to go to retail stores. It's just awful. But anyway, not to be left out, Target has their Haulathon. Walmart has Walmart Collector Con or something like that. And as part of that, this was revealed on the G.I. Joe live stream a few weeks ago, but the listing for it for the pre-orders are now up at Walmart and on Hasbro Pulse, and they are the retro carded G.I. Joes.
Cool. Next.
Right.
Oh my
If
god.
you wanted your classic gun-ho with the, the cyan, baby blue sort of color, there he is. All right. That's it for Hasbro, I believe.
Cool. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, you want to?
Yes.
All right, what's next? What's
Wasted
next?
too much time.
All right, what about Mafix? What's going on with Mafix?
Mafix, they just go to Ami Ami. It's front page shit. So Mafix
Ami.
revealed they revealed Magneto, classic Magneto.
Oh, that's right, this guy.
And updated Cyborg. So, practically everybody I know is fucking busting over this Magneto, which is great, dude. I am very excited for all of those excited for this. This looks good. Did you stop looking? What the fuck is going on? All right, there we go. This looks great, man. Unfortunately, even though I am X-Men's #1 fan, I didn't read it and I do not watch it. So there's not much I can dive into other than the sculpt looks crazy good. Mafix always kills it. I think can we stop fucking pretending? Like Mafix is the premier figure line for these comic Marvel figures. Like, can we stop pretending on the A.C.B.A podcast for 1 second?
Yeah, honestly. I mean, obviously they're never gonna top character selection, but that's the sacrifice you got to make. Do you want the main characters done like super sick, or do you want just all of the characters done like pretty all right?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's definitely the fair trade-off right here. And then again, do I want to pay $80 for like a cannonball? No. I don't. Or is that even his name? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I mean, it would be about that price because you want to get the 3-pack,
Yeah, I'm cool, man. I just doing select characters and stuff. Of course, what do you call it? Marvel Legends has variety under lock and key for sure because of the price point.
Great Dawkins album.
But so many people are kind of just jumping off Hasbro now because it's just what's even the point of just with mainline characters that that they're just always going to re-release and just keep on improving and making more of. Why am I going to spend, $26 on a character that they're just going to put out in 2 more years? I don't get it. It's whatever. But yeah, this looks really great. The accessories, I really like the, what do you call it? The effects that it comes with.
Yeah.
Really cool. Very, very comic accurate for sure.
If you had the big force field, that would
that'd be the hat trick for sure.
But no, this looks good. This looks very on-modeled. I think the physique is good. He has huge lats like that Cyclops did, but I think that makes sense for Magneto. Look at those lats. Come on. Damn.
There it is. It's comic book accurate for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And I understand Trevor saying you wish this had been the first version. We all knew that when that first Magneto came out, we're like, wow, why are they just doing one Age of Apocalypse character and an otherwise pretty, 90s Jim Lee era team? So I don't know, maybe they will go back and do more Age of Apocalypse stuff, but I think we all knew that they would eventually do the classic Magneto, and hopefully, maybe they have interchangeable parts. Who knows? Maybe you want to have long hair Magneto on this one. Who knows? Whatever.
For whatever reason, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
I think it was also
I love
smart.
the cape on this.
It was a smart business decision too. Why would you release your flagship Magneto before a version that nobody is or
Yeah.
not nobody, but like a vast majority of your user base is not going to buy. Like, just makes more sense to put out Age of Apocalypse Magneto first, because if you put this guy out first, then that shit would not sell at all.
Yeah.
Just doesn't make sense.
I mean, or, people who just didn't think that they would ever do this one.
Hey, also, everybody in the chat saying that this is only a non-Boog exclusive opinion, go back and watch the podcast. Like, I am like
First time?
I am always like, I don't know, man. Even if I don't physically say it, watch my face.
Yeah.
I am always throwing some side eyes. I love you, Boog, love and respect, my brother in Christ. But yo, there's no way. There's no way.
I think if I hadn't, if I'd moved on from something else to Legends, if it wasn't Mezco, it probably would have been Mafix.
Oh, okay.
Not that I've been like a completionist necessarily, but as far as the comic stuff, if this had been around the time when I was thinking like, hey, I need a new like main DC collection, and if like Marvel Legends at the time was the main,
True.
Marvel collection, there was no other option really. Mafix wasn't doing this stuff, but if around that same time they were around and I was like, oh, I need a new flagship Marvel collection, it probably would have been it, Just in terms of, look at them. How many people put the Gambit in their top 10 of 2020?
Yeah.
Or maybe it just came out this year. But how many people love that figure already?
Oh yeah, it was top 5, and as far as I can remember, everybody's list.
Yeah.
And, hell yeah,
yeah. QC is an issue too. Hopefully his biceps will stay better in place, unlike the Wolverine.
Oh, true. I have the Wolverine. I posed them once, so like I'm my finger is not on the pulse with any of these QC issues. So it is what it is. Before we move on to Cyborg, while you're pulling that up, big shout out to Bo Biggs. It's a $20. Thank you so much, man.
Bo Biggs, my man. Thank you, dude. Mafix, yeah, they got that. I actually do want this. Speaking of Mafix, I 100% want this.
Yeah. This is great. This is something that we predict, that we first of all hoped for, and second of all predicted. 100%. As soon as Snyderverse came out, we were like, it'd be insane for toy companies not to capitalize on these new updated looks, for sure. And they came out gangbusters with this, man. This looks so good. And to be fair, the first figure looked incredible too.
Yeah, it was. I had it.
And yeah, I cannot tell you how many times over the last like maybe year that I've seen them on Amazon for like hovering between like $85 and $95 on Prime. And how many times I've put them in my cart and almost pulled the trigger, I can't even count. I can't even keep track anymore. So glad I waited.
The best part about this, you can put some soft goods on it, either for the sweatshirt, kind of like the sweats look, or you can put the cloak on them for the nightmare stuff,
That's true. Yeah.
So
I love that it comes with like the other
great.
arms and like the full cowl and everything like that. It's so cool.
He's got the big cannon and the small cannons. This is really cool. I'm glad that this will be coming out again. It's smart too. They can just reuse 99% of it.
Yeah, for sure.
The only new thing is the covered up face. As far as the head sculpts,
Yes, for
the
head
other
sculpts,
two, I think, did come with it. Yeah.
It's nice though, man. But if you're a completionist, then you'll have to backtrack to get, because the other one came with a mother box. And
that's right.
I think one more accessory, maybe. I don't know, but it is what it is, dude. Pretty tight. I am unapologetically a huge fan of this version of the Justice League. So
same.
I'll take it above and beyond. I pre-ordered it immediately. Last piece. So
this, and to clarify, this is one that I'll be getting because it's like almost guaranteed that Mezco won't be giving us this.
Okay.
We're lucky that we'll be getting the Flash after all this time in the 3-pack.
True.
So
yeah,
I really don't see them going back and doing this because it would have to be a crazy deluxe thing, and I just don't think the audience is there for people to want a $150 Cyclops with die-cast parts and light-up features and soft goods for a movie that's, a year old now, and
Yeah,
by the time we get it, we'll be 5 years old. So it's like...
Before we move on to the last piece of Mafix news, Blake Coinman hit us with $5 for a question for everybody, chat included. Question: who here would really give up their Marvel Legends collections for Mafix Marvel collection? I know I wouldn't. Yeah, if you're a completionist and we're just talking about a fair swap for just their line so far, then I definitely wouldn't. But also keep in mind that Hasbro has had the better part of what, like 2 decades? No, more than 2 decades. Well, we'll say 2 decades of time to fill out this roster, whereas Mafix has really only been doing this for 5 years at most.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're really knocking out the core team for sure. So I don't know, dude. If it were me, and if I would trade all my Marvel Legends right now, probably not, just because I have a ton of Marvel Legends. So
right.
The volume trade doesn't make sense.
There's a bit of a sunk cost kind of aspect to it as well, because if you've been collecting Marvel Legends, it just makes sense to continue to collect them, right? But if you no longer have Legends or have very few, then it's easy to pass up on future Legend stuff. So you got to think about money you're saving in the future, given that Marvel Legends has so many more releases, so many more SKUs every year. Obviously, if you're trying to get every Mafix figure, then it's not going to cost nearly as much as trying to get every Marvel Legend, even though the figures themselves are more expensive.
Very sure. I'm about to check when the first Marvel Legend was. 2002 to 2006.
Yeah, it's the 20th anniversary.
20 years. Yeah, literally 20 years. Right.
First 10 years or whatever, first however many years was Toy Biz.
Toy Biz,
so I think
the first
Hasbro
4
by
years.
this point has been doing the Legends line longer than Toy Biz ever did. So even if you're just starting in Hasbro era, I mean, that's still, 12 years?
For sure.
Anyway,
great question. Everybody in chat's popping off. Hell yeah. So the last piece of news is the Return to Superman. Why did I say it like that? The Return to Superman Mafix is shipping now. Black Suit Superman right there.
Hell yeah. Oh, this looks great too.
This looks incredible. This is great.
Clean.
This is a really clean figure. I can imagine a ton of customizers just buying this when it eventually and probably will go on discount and just using it for bases for a bunch of different characters. This is essentially the Mafix Bodycoon right here, or their Bucky Cap. Let's just put it that way.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, you do see a lot of the same kind of design, and maybe it's because he looks very Jim Lee-esque too. I don't think he is, but this is, I mean, the first ones to give us mullet Superman. So bonus points right there.
I think this muscular aesthetic and silhouette is just very iconic for any property in the 90s.
Yeah.
Any muscular superhero was going to look like this for the most part. Obviously you have your standouts, but a lot of guys just basically were built like this. They were literally built different back then. So
And C. Young's asking about the rocket boots. I was looking at that in this picture, and I was like, oh, crap, he has, silver legs right here.
Yeah, they're rocket boots when he hasn't... I believe it's when he didn't absorb enough yellow sun energy, so he had to have rocket boots to fly around. I believe. I could be wrong.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like how he takes them off, though,
Yeah,
they're not just regular boots. He's got to pop them off to get into actual combat.
Ready to pop off, for sure.
He's got steel-toed boots. Look at that. It'll be nice and safe in the construction set.
Absolutely. Up to OSHA code. Hell yeah, dude. So that book ends it for Mafix right now.
Pretty good.
Next up is a pretty obscure topic. It's Roboforce.
I heard about this.
Actually, you know what? Not obscure at all. Everybody knows about Roboforce. Household name. Right up there with Spider-Man and Batman. Roboforce, the TV movie in the 80s. Come on, you don't remember this thing?
Well, Nacelle is bringing him back. makers of Toys That Made Us and several other shows of that nature.
Absolutely. Yeah, so if you enjoyed the production value and the heart behind Toys That Made Us, I have a good feeling about that line. If they put a fraction of that into what this is, then I'm for it, dude. I have literally never heard of Roboforce until this morning when I saw this article. But I did some research, and it was like an old toy line, and it was also a TV movie, and they just did one, and then and see if you can find pictures of the older Roboforce figures too, because the comparison between them both is pretty drastic for sure. But they do keep the same like spirit of those older models for sure.
If we can go back to that super chat real quick.
Yeah. I was about to put
Clam
that.
in.
Yeah, Blake hit us with $5. He said, "Now Mafix is definitely better than DC."
Yeah, no question. I mean, yeah, maybe that's where the mentality comes from. Where if I were looking for a new flagship DC collection, 100% wouldn't be McFarlane.
A question. Yeah, no, there's absolutely no way. There's
I would
no
deal
question.
with Batman Snuggie way sooner than I would just a chunk of plastic.
True. Very true. Very true. I'd rather have my weight, my worth in soft goods than in plastic.
Well said.
Absolutely. And you know what? Like, the cape is huge. Yes, it is. But this new re-release, they fixed the cape, so it's much less material. It's close.
You gotta get them both. You're a completist.
That's true. I would imagine they use the same pattern as they did with the updated black suit, because that cape was way smaller than the original blue suit. I do have the original blue suit, and the cape is huge. It is truly the Snuggie Batman, but you can get some crazy dynamic poses out of that wired cape, especially since you have so much cape to work with. So there's definitely ups and downs for sure. Capulets even says the cape was huge in the comic, so it is what it is. True. What are you gonna do?
Okay, fair enough. All right, but Robert Force over here, what's up with them?
Robert Force. Did you find the pictures of what they used to look like?
Yeah, so here's an old ad that Nacelle had posted.
Oh, sick. Tight.
Boom.
Yeah, they're, run of the mill, like just
it's music.
Old ass robot figures, gimmicks and all. So pretty interesting. It was like the synopsis I read was like, it was just a very run-of-the-mill cookie cutter type of story. These guys are good guys and bad guys fighting. It is what it is. But if you
faction warfare between robots,
who's ever heard of that, huh?
Never.
Yeah, man. But if you switch over to the updated ones, they've definitely taken some creative liberties, for sure.
Yeah, honestly, I really like these as like old timey robots for like Superman to fight and stuff.
For sure, that's literally what I was thinking, man. I was telling Rick in the chat. I was telling everybody actually, like, I could just use these. I could just see these like fighting Mega Man figures or something. Like everybody needs robots, dude. Everybody likes robots,
right? Wonder what the scale is going to be for them.
There's 6.5 or 7. There's 6.5 or 7.5. So
that's fine. I mean, for robots, who cares? Yeah. That's great.
They're pretty nice.
Available April 22nd.
Yes, for pre-order. Pre-orders open on April 22nd.
I do wonder. I don't know if he's listening, but if I know Adam Van Wickler has been working with Nacelle. I know David Vonner has been working with Nacelle.
Mm-hmm.
I'd heard that they were doing. I mean, for years they've been saying that they were doing like this podcast through Nacelle. There's like a podcast studio that I saw them post pictures of. But when I saw Adam at DesignerCon, he was like, "Yeah, me too. I'm wondering where it is." Like I don't know what's going on there, but it wouldn't surprise me if him and Vonner were involved in this, given their affiliation with Nacelle and the fact that they're toy makers,
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I'd be curious to ask them. I'll have to pop into Toy Migos at some point and ask.
It wouldn't surprise me if they at least consulted or something like that.
Yeah, and Nacelle is for sure a very very catered to like 80s retro toy collectors, guys who grew up and are older now and have kids of their own, and it's another great license to kind of introduce to them, being brought back. So that's where a lot of, I think, the design sense comes from, which is cool. Yes, Lago Figs, the For the Culture podcast. Thank you.
Absolutely.
What's up, Lago?
Absolutely. Yeah, man. I just wanted
Exclusive
to
to where? Where's that exclusive to? Because I don't have Paramount Plus.
What are you talking about? Oh, stupid.
I definitely am not getting it to watch that Halo show.
Oh my god, don't even get me started. Takes off his helmet in the first episode.
We should get you started. All right, Roberto La Fuerza.
Yes, this looks tight. Hopefully they're not crazy expensive. What's the ceiling for you on these, Fabio? The price ceiling?
Honestly, they have lights and stuff.
For you personally, what are you willing to spend for one of these?
I mean, I feel like these fall into like the designer toy thing at this point.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if these like $80.
Yeah, that's where I'm falling to. $80 is the maximum of what I'd pay for this shit. Not shit, of course. No offense to anybody who's eager to take offense.
80 is cool. I could do 80.
I would hope for 60, so I can get 2.
Yeah,
but
Bean is saying it's supposed to be 50.
Oh, whoa! Excuse me. What? That'd be crazy.
Where's your information coming from? Who's your plug?
I think 50 is very possible if they don't light up. And you know what? I don't think they do. I think they're just going a little wild, taking some creative liberties with Photoshop here. Because if all 3 of these little lights light up on this yellow fella's expenditure right here, that's like overkill. Where would they even, So if there's 4. There's 4 lights over there. So if those aren't willing to light up, then I don't think anything else is going to light up.
The chest, I could imagine lighting up just because it looks like...
True.
It's supposed to look like the old decal.
Yes.
But now that would be cool. They put it over the top like that.
Yeah, man. People in chat bugging over 80. Again, this is highest, wildest nightmares. I do not want to pay $80 for this shit.
Yeah.
Ever in my life.
Okay. $49.99 each. You are correct.
Oh, fuck. It was right there on the article. Man.
Let's go.
What great journalists we are. And that's what we are, journalists. Yeah, $50, dude. Fuck yeah. Oh, I'm in.
Yeah, Nacelle's coming up, man. They got a lot of really cool stuff. They have that Amazon show where they like go to like toy stores in small towns and stuff.
Oh, and rip off people. Yeah, that's pretty great.
No, you're thinking of Comic Book Men.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking American Pickers. That's whatever. It's all the same shit.
But yeah, congrats, Roboforce. Looking cool.
Yeah, I'm into it, man.
I like them. I do like them.
I'm into it for sure. All right, hell yeah. Next up is Neca. I urge you. We do not have time to go over all this shit. Let's pick and choose. let's pick and choose some heavy hitters.
What are they? I mean, the main thing is the holothon. They've had a few reveals, but as far as actual like new stuff, not too much. It's really just the holothon we should discuss because it's been pretty hit or miss for a lot of people.
I basically put it on here because they showed off a like ready for production or ready for whatever. Bronx, maybe.
Yeah.
Whoever was. Well, somebody said they found Bronx is the dog, right? Right?
Yeah, Bronx is the dog.
Yeah, somebody said they found Bronx at Holothon. They want $40 for that thing. They're smoking crack, but it also comes with the wings. I don't know, man. I'm not apologizing for.
Yeah, it's supposed to. I mean, it's got 2 interchangeable heads, but yeah, the main thing is the closed wings for Goliath.
Tight.
All right, pulling up NECA real quick. Couple quick hits. Frankenstein Accessory Set. It's coming.
Yeah, we talked about this last week.
We talked about this. My bad. So the pre-sale this past Tuesday this week was the pre-sale for the Secret of the Ooze anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the new 4-pack in that same VHS packaging that the original 90 movie, previously exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con. It was the same set sort of thing. So that's cool. If you got them both back to back. likely they'll release them in 2-packs and single carded later down the line if you don't want to get this or you want to wait. Because $150, I mean, price hikes, if we're speaking of it, definitely hitting NECA too, because that original concept was $120.
Yeah, for sure. How much
and
was
on top
that
of that,
Toka and Razor?
you got to get the DLC to go with it. So you're in for the accessory pack as well, which is $60.
It's the Game of the Year version, baby.
That's right. Pre-order bonus right here. And Secret of the Ooze Talking Razar 2-pack is being re-released.
Was that
I didn't know
80
it was $50.
originally?
That's insane. They've released it already, but yeah, they're putting it out and making it available again. It's
no,
always sells out.
Well, what I was saying was it 80 originally, or did that go?
I think so.
Okay, that makes sense. I did get the first release of these two for sure, and I can't remember if I paid 80 for them or a little bit less, but it makes sense.
And these pre-orders are running until the 5th of April, so this isn't like a sell-out sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
The 4-pack and VHS will be exclusive to this sale. Standard 2-packs will be released through Walmart at a later date.
Tight.
So I was just speculating when I said that, but there you go. Let's see. The colors on the accessory pack are accurate to this set, so you can't get this second accessory pack for Secret of the Ooze and put them on your original 1990 movie Turtles because the colors will be different.
That's dumb. That's dumb, but I get it.
That's about it. For this, here's another guy, Matt Hooper, Shark Cage outfit.
Hell yeah!
Look at that.
This guy went full soft goods. What are your thoughts, Fabio?
Wow. I mean, it looks like a wetsuit for sure. Head is huge.
The head
it's
is
supposed to be
huge.
It's supposed to be the retro cloth style, and because it's such a form-fitting outfit, as opposed to like big, puffy outfits that they're usually like layered on top.
This level, this rivals that old Eddie Brock Marvel Legends head sculpt. Remember how big that thing was on that Venom body? Oh shit.
I mean, the head looks huge, but again, it's just because there's no big clothing.
Dang.
Usually it would look.
So no head?
The neck would be a little bit skinnier to accommodate for the clothing, you know. Brooklyn, the next gargoyle.
Yeah, that's why I put Neca on here, because they showed off these. Again, if you want your mega ripped and mega cut Brooklyn, there you go. This guy
jacked up, brother.
This guy literally looks like he's begging me for like spare change at a gas station or some shit like that. Like, I don't know. Like, you just know how like meth heads and crackheads are kind of built different, and like some of them are like crazy cut. And like it just reminds me of that.
They're like they got full on 8-pack abs from coughing so much.
Yeah, basically. Incredible. Yeah, man. Especially this right here. The one with the sunglasses. Like, I definitely can see this guy just trying to get my attention by calling me young blood at a fucking BP gas station, saying, you know, me and my family are just up the road, you know, car broke down or whatever, dude. Anyway, this looks cool aesthetically. I'm just glad they all match. At least that's the silver lining here. Like, tight.
I think they brought a lot of that superhero body design philosophy, like they did with the DC figures, because when they had the DC figures for a minute, and they've been using those same bodies for the. You know, the Shadow, and is that his name? Not the Shadow, the Phantom.
Yes.
The Shadow's a different guy. The Phantom and Flash Gordon and all that stuff. They're on that same super jacked up DC body that they had developed.
They really are.
When Goliath came out, I thought he was on that same body, and I was like, oh, that's smart of them to like reuse that. But it's like, it's having seen it in person, it's definitely like bigger in mass, but it still has that same sort of design philosophy. So I feel like this is NECA's version of doing the superhero buck, kind of like how Marvel Legends figures are all like, you know, pretty jacked, you know.
Yes.
This is kind of their version of doing that and making it more realistic and stuff.
For sure.
But you're right. I'm glad that they at least match each other.
Hell yeah.
I mean, look at that perfect like divot between the pectorals. I mean, look at that. This guy, he does absolutely massive push-ups.
Oh, he's on a regimen. let's not get it
Yeah.
twisted.
Jesus. Massive wings again. I wonder who's going to come with his folded up wings later
Bro,
on.
these shits look like daggers. Like, what the fuck? This is a weapon, dude.
Yeah, this is a weapon in Elden Ring right here.
You're getting pulled to the side in customs or something.
This is the top of the winged scythe. One of the best faith weapons in the game.
Oh my god. Yeah, and like the plastic they're made out of is so rigid. I could possibly murder a man with this. Like, I totally see it happening for sure.
Fat man dude echoing you a little bit.
Yeah. Hit us with 5. Once again, thank you so much, man. Neca hired McFarlane Sculptor to sculpt Brooklyn. What the fuck is going on with his damn muscle? He's got a crackhead strength. The anatomy is wild. Absolutely.
Yeah, dude. And I mean, I mentioned it before. I'll mention it here. This would benefit from going pinless too.
True. Yeah.
Well, we'll try again in 5 years so they can, resell the entire roster again.
Absolutely. Yeah. 5 years and $3 later. $3 increase later.
DGDX Animation stays busy with a new ad for the boys figures, including the new Black Noir.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, go check this out on NECA's page. There he is. Ooh, ninja stuff. I love how this looks like an ad like from Vought. You know what I mean? And then another one for Elvira, and I believe this one's new. Oh no, that's just a reel.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for NECA, I believe. Demona is hitting now. She's been found as part of the Holothon.
Yeah, why isn't she fucking roided out? Come on, man. What's going on? Keep the same energy. If everybody was sculpted like her, muscle definition wise, like then that would be perfect.
Yeah.
But at least give her like some Chun-Li legs or some shit. Like if you want to keep it aesthetically the same, come on. What's going on here?
Seriously. What about she should have like Jade Cargill thighs, they need to be cut up, man. And her arms too, if anything.
Bro, she needs if they want to keep this energy of having everybody look just as jacked as possible, she needs to look like I don't know. Like like when they take pictures of gymnasts and like they're absolutely using every muscle in their body to just do and they just capture that one still and it's like plastered all over magazines and articles and shit. She used to look like that. Like if they want to keep the same, to me, it's just like this is what we could have for everybody, man. This is the style. This is the style I want for everybody, for sure.
She needs thighs like that picture of Beyonce at a concert that she tried to have scrubbed from the internet.
Share this picture as soon as possible. Beyonce is trying to get it deleted off the internet.
Right.
Oh, God. Yeah, that reminds me of this meme I saw earlier today. Well, it was a screenshot from Twitter. It was saying like parents in the 90s, like don't trust anybody online, never tell them your name or address. And then it's like parents now, like Hillary Clinton invented AIDS. It said so on Facebook.com or some shit like that. Before we move on to the next topic, BXTR Works hits us with $10. He said, "Booyah! Updated Cyborg is dope as fuck." Hell yeah,
hell
man.
yeah, dude.
100%.
Look at your little cyborg flex right there. Hell yeah, brother. Ooh, that hurt my arm. My arm is sore.
Feed those pythons, baby. They're hungry.
What's next on the topics? We got some Revoltec.
Yeah, Revoltec, man. Just based.
Revolting.
Jesus Christ. I don't know if they're. I think Toy Arc has pictures, maybe. But
which one is it?
It's Woody and Buzz Lightyear getting re-released. Not only are they getting re-released, but they're getting
I did see that.
1.5, 2.0 releases, I guess, whatever you want to call them. But they're both coming out again, and they're coming with new accessories. And yeah, man, when you pull up those Woody figures, I definitely have an opinion on Woody's new accessory. Mostly his like faceplate.
I am
It's
not
rough.
seeing it on Toy Arc.
I'm sure it's somewhere. I would just type in like Revoltec.
No, the only one I see is Superman on the top.
We'll see. Oh, just go to BBTS. It's the first thing in BBTS.
Okay, very cool.
Let's see. Xander is asking, hit us with $2. Thank you. He was saying, was Demona on BBTS? I do not remember her on BBTS. And she is not on BBTS when you search for her, so I do not know.
Yeah, I think she's part of the Holothon, so she's kind of going in and out of stock at Target, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I know here. I just because I have it, I'll show you real quick. Toy Arc has the week 1 links to all the stuff, and then they put up the new ones. So I don't see Demona on here. So I think she just might be happening to hit at the same time. So if BBTS was gonna have it, I'd say they like probably will soon,
if
not already. Yeah, I think that's that. Yeah. All right. So Woody and Buzz. Ooh, that's not a bad price actually.
Yo, I was just thinking about that. I paid $40 for each of these back when they first came out, so that price sucks.
Damn. Did they come with this much though?
So they didn't come with that much. So there's 2 new faceplates, I think, or 1. No. For Woody, I'm not sure. There's extra accessories for them for sure.
Yeah.
But not $40 worth of extra accessories, right? But also these figures originally came out in 2012 maybe. If you have been in the community that long, you definitely remember the dark ages of the toy photography community, where it was literally nothing but this Woody just everywhere, dude. This Woody was everywhere. Go to the faceplates real quick. It was this Woody with the top right hand face in every single picture on the fucking internet, and it was the worst. It was.
Who doesn't remember the old Toy Pops days?
Oh my god. Just the flood of just the same shit over and over again. I would
creeps out there.
I would argue, funny you mentioned that, Fabio. I would argue this figure is single-handedly responsible for 1/12 scale genitalia and sex toys figures. I feel comfortable going into a court of law and making that argument. And then just to add fuel to the fire, I believe this bottom left-hand face is brand new, and that's just as bad. Why do you have that?
That's his yes head face.
Yeah, they exactly.
So no head.
They know their audience. I'll give it to them. They know their audience, and that that's their brand. What,
man,
for
if
better
only he
or
had
for worse.
tongue sticking out, what face that would be.
Which one?
I'd rather not say.
Okay. No, which one are you talking? Which sculpt?
The bottom left one. If he had his tongue sticking out, maybe a little more cross-eyed.
Jesus Christ! I think all of these you can move the eyes. The eyes are articulated in all.
Yeah,
of these.
yeah.
So
I honestly think all 3 of these bottom ones are new, and the top ones are the OGs.
Yes, exactly.
Because these look like new photos, and these look like just reuse of the old photos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna hate all this shit, but
Well, you gotta get multiple of these because you need to army build the aliens.
Oh my god, could you imagine? Thankfully there are gashapons for that or some shit like that. Could you imagine people army building the aliens through an $80 Woody figure?
It would have been possible years ago if it had been included, but
my god. It's not too far-fetched because people did the same thing when in the Dragon Ball SH Figure Arts line when Yamcha came out. He came with one Cyberman, and then everybody was buying multiple Yamchas just for the Cyberman. It was crazy. Same thing happened with Gotenks too, to army build his ghosts for his kamikaze attack. So moving on to Buzz Lightyear. I really hope these figures come with new joints. I hope they don't come with the old Ratchet Revoltec joints, all due respect to those joints, what they did for, you know, the landscape of imports and shit, but like the newer Voltec joints are so much better. I really hope that it's more than just faceplates and new accessories with these guys. I really hope they go in and they change out every single one of those joints, because posing this Buzz Lightyear sucks. I've had this for years, and posing him sucks. It just fucking sucks.
I had the fake screws.
Yeah, it's good. These figures are really nice, dude. Like, if I hope they kind of fix the spacing, because like you can plug his wings in on the back too, but they're always so loose and they always fall out or something. Every time I have them displayed, like a day later, I come in and they've both fallen out. So, it's a good chance for a 1.5 or a re-release or something to really mean something, you know.
Oh, he comes with a different alien.
Oh shit! There you go.
Oh, so you have to get both, because then you got a little. You could just already build both of them, actually.
Oh my god!
Look at the Armyman.
Cooper Steve hit us with $5. He said, "Friday night with the boys, perfect way to end the work week." Hell yeah, dude!
Hell yeah, Steve. Let's knock him back. I got a little La Croix.
I had
Cheers to you, dude.
I had something. I had grape Kool-Aid. It's gone now,
nice.
but hell yeah, brother.
Man, I had so much leftover Italian soda after the dinner. It was
Is everything Italian at these get-togethers?
Well,
Like,
gotta keep it on brand. It was awesome. Man, I even went to the Italian market kind of in my town, and I got some really nice cannoli.
oh shit. Hell yeah. How about cannoli? Incredible. Hell yeah, dude. That I think that's it, brother. Whoa. We knocked this bad boy out in an hour and a half.
We're still at an hour and a half here. Okay. Do you want to talk pickups real quick? I got some
let's talk
fun
pickups.
stuff.
I don't have this stuff up here with me, unfortunately. I have some. Like I said earlier in the show, I did pick up Mummy and Wolfman, Attorney at Law.
Hell yeah.
And they look really cool. I haven't opened them up yet. I did get these earlier in the week.
Nice.
GameStop finally had them back in stock. So I got these both. I am furious that these are $50 now. Absolutely furious. I hate it with everything in my being. Especially
that's $25 each. That's still technically cheaper than Legends 2-packs.
I hate it. Don't defend these people.
Oh, come on. It's just a tiny little independent company called Hasbro.
Yeah. Little indie team making designer toys. It's no big deal. But yeah, I got those. Very excited to fill out the team. Shredder Tommy is still sold out, but what are you gonna do? I'll just have to make do with my my Foot Clan Tommy. So whatever. There is also I don't know what the hell else I got. Some shit. I don't fucking know. I opened up my Mafix Armored Batman.
Yeah, I saw you messing with that. That looks like a really good cape.
It's incredible. It's pleated. It's beautiful. I got him a little Hanna-Barbera running pose right now. Why not?
Hell yeah, dude. I love it.
This figure is incredible. Real quick, Tachyon Transmitter hit us with $10. He said, "Hey guys, Fabio,
hey, yo,
is there a soft goods seller you can recommend that does good 112 suits for male bodies? GPS lots fair runs small, and I need a suited body for a Dark Knight Returns Bruce Wayne head."
Okay. Well, thank you for the super chat, dude. I know there's a dude, I forget his name. There's a guy who does like authentic Mezco parts. Like he just buys things and parts them out piece by piece on an eBay store.
Oh yeah.
So you can try to find, if you're looking for like a suit jacket or like maybe like the suit itself from like a Gomez or something, that's one option. I know, what are they called? TW Toys, the ones who do like the 12 world like dioramas. They have, I think on GPS lot, you might be able to find their suit set. That's not a GPS slot suit set, but it's sold on GPS lot, but it's from this 12 world TW Toys company. If you're looking for like a straight up Bruce Wayne, you can try to get the Bruce Richman actual
Bruce
name.
Richman, yep.
Yeah, from the same. It's on the same body, I believe, as like the Logan and the Steve and stuff like that from. God, what are they called? I forgot his name completely. Hang on.
Noda?
Yeah, Noda Studio. This guy. So Noda Studio put out a Bruce Richman, which is a straight up like Justice League Bruce Wayne, complete with the head, and then you can just take the head off and put your Dark Knight Returns Bruce Wayne on there if you'd like. So a few options. Yeah, I look into that 12 World one. That's probably a safe bet. And as far as like a body, I'd probably recommend the Noda body because they do like the blank Noda Man now.
Noda Man.
If it doesn't come with one, I don't know if that 12 World sets comes with one. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But yeah, those are some options for you. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, Richman is. I should mention Richman is pretty tough to find now, because the big draw to him is that he came with like a mini Hot Toys Ben Affleck head.
So Ben Affleck.
But yeah, I think in that case the best option would be to find the 12 World set. Let me see if I can find it and screen share it.
Well, before after you do that and after you talk pickup, somebody suggested that we look to the skies, baby. Spider-Man 2099 in hand picks, apparently.
Oh, that's right. I have not gotten mine yet. Real quick, I'm sharing the 12 World suit set.
Cool, let's go. Yep.
It's shipping from China, but it is an option.
So bad.
I think it comes with it's on a body. Okay. Yeah, there you go.
$47.99 for some soft goods and a body isn't really a bad deal.
Yeah, you just got to find like a neck adapter for it, I guess.
Yeah, those shouldn't be more than $15, huh?
Yeah, I'm not sure what it uses. You might have to make a custom kind of
I'd say fabric combo.
Huh?
My money's on fabric.
Yeah. This one also from China. Here's a few just eBay listings, but yeah, this is basically what you're looking for. 12 World TW Toys. All right, and as far as the 2099, I haven't gotten mine in yet. I think it looks fine from the pictures I've seen. It's about what we expected.
Screen share those real quick while we
Yeah, let me find them.
Talk some stuff. I posed up my Batman again. He looks quite nice.
Is that the head that you want to put on the body though? Is that the
that I'm going to display permanently?
No. Whoever was saying Tachyon, he wants to do that Dark Knight Returns. Bruce Wayne. So if he's trying to put that head on it, it might work.
Could be.
Yeah, that looks good though.
With the Noda body, yeah, could work out. Man, this figure is great.
A little more beefy, you want to get him a real jacked up.
True.
Let me see if I can find these in-hand pictures. But from what I've seen, it looks pretty solid, honestly. I need to actually get it in hand and see how it creases and all that stuff to really make a determination. But I mean, it's a Spider-Man from Mezco, so you got to be careful when posing it, obviously. But overall,
True.
I think it'll
once again
do just fine.
Once again, I'll fill in for Boog. I'm never buying a Spider-Man from Mezco ever, unless they fix that articulation, which I completely see the merit for. I do see the merit in that for sure. It is a little strange when you get a Spider-Man figure and he can't hit some classic poses, but if you're a tenured display artist, you can definitely find a way to get some of these poses to pop off for sure.
Right. Here, let me pull up some photos from the dude. This is from the Figure Collective Discord.
Let's go. There you go. I mean, that's, and you know what? I feel bad, but I was gonna say that's fine, and I feel like the most you're gonna get is fine, unfortunately. Whereas if you have something that's not soft goods, then you can if you have a Mafix, which is the gold, which I think is arguably the gold standard for Spider-Man figures right now. Those are incredible. But it's just fine. What do you think about this suit texture, Fabio? I think it's too thick.
Really?
Yeah, I think
it blends better with the feet and the hands and the head.
Well, so here we go. I do think it blends with the plastic figures for sure.
Yeah,
but that, excuse me, that's like aesthetically wise, like it makes sense for sure when matched with these. But like when I think of Spider-Man specifically, like I would imagine his suit would be made with a much thinner material. This almost looks like a corduroy type of thing in some spots, especially like in the cuffs and like the boots and stuff like that. It kind of,
I see it definitely, like, see how it kind of balls up right here?
That's what I'm talking about for sure.
Yeah, I see that. And right here, it could be like 2 or 3 kind of creases instead of the one big one, you know?
Well, he's got a cotton the joint right there.
Exactly, yeah.
Which
here it looks a lot better, though. Like, I like the amount of creases he got on it right here.
Well, I think it looks really great here because it's so tight around the knees. And then that tells your brain that since you're already seeing it so tight in those areas, it's easier to suspend the disbelief and then just imagine it's just the rest. But this looks like he's just wearing straight up jeans.
This one right here, I think, looks better, too. Yeah,
you think this looks good?
Some poses where it works. I like how they did the gauntlet piece right here, so it, like, isn't, like, a full gauntlet. It's just the one, like, fin kind of sticking out.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it doesn't look too dissimilar from Batman Beyond.
Yes.
As far as the thickness of it, it's just that one was more of a straight up like spandex, just a lot more overlays on it. Whereas this is the fabric itself is this thickness, and then it's got a few overlays on it.
Yes, for sure.
I do have to get it in hand to see, but honestly, I don't hate it from what I'm looking at. I like the clawed hands. I like the fanged face, and then hear me find the unmasked head too. The unmasked head, I will say, kind of looks like Willem Dafoe.
Oh god.
We got it right here.
Oh my god, a little bit.
Right? From this angle?
Out,
I'm something like Spider-Man myself. But right here, I mean, I like how it blends right here in the feet. That looks okay to me.
Yeah, I have no problem with like the blending, like, and like I said earlier, like it just in terms of like it blending with the rest of like the rigid plastics, like the rigid parts of the figure, it does a good job. But aesthetically as a whole, if everything was like a thinner material, I think that would, for me personally, I think I would like that a little bit more. But again, like with all these Mezcos, once you get them in hand, like it's pictures are not a good representation of what these look like in hand for sure.
Yeah, I need and I mean that's half the fun too. It's got a good textural experience, you know. When you're handling it, it just feels nice, and that is one of those intangible things.
True.
Well, actually, it is very literally tangible,
Absolutely.
but it is one of those things that is part of the Mezco, like, or just with any figure, really, just like something that completely gets lost in pictures is just how it feels in your hand, and that
hand feel.
helps form an opinion too. Hand feel, yeah. You know, you got some nice hand candy. You know what I mean?
Exceptional hand feel. Fat Man hits us with $5 again. Thank you again, dude. Hell yeah. Because I want to see if Mafix will do a $29.99 for Into the Spider-Verse 2. And,
there's no question they will.
And get it. Or if Sentinel, if they eventually do one of him as well. I think you don't have to worry about, I don't think you have to worry at all, baby. I think
all you got to worry about is staying alive for it to happen.
Yeah. Mafix will definitely do a $29.99 for sure. And then Sentinel will also definitely do a $29.99.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no question. These Sentinel Spider-Man figures are flying off the shelves, dude. Coincidentally, GameStop put up Sentinel Peter Parker. He was up for an hour and then he sold out.
Oh my god.
He might be back up now, but that first day he was almost sold out almost immediately. It was crazy.
God dang.
It was crazy. It was wild. But hell yeah, man.
Yeah, so he got charged. The Spider-Man 2099 was charged this week, so hopefully we'll start seeing movement on that next week.
Hell yeah.
Huh? That'd be cool. Speaking of Mezco
future hauls, let's get back to pickups. What'd you
That's
get
right.
this in the present?
I got well, we talked about them last week, but they came in this week. The glow in the
big
dark
ass skulls.
Multicolor skulls, baby. Forbidden Jolly Ranchers.
Oh my god. Bejeweled for boomers. Bejeweled for millenniums, sorry.
I like the pink ones. You could easily put this on the pink skulls and have them, you know, be radioactive pink skulls or something. I mean, it's just cool. It's more skull head. What are you gonna do? If you got a trio of bodies to put them on, you could have a nice little gang. Just another way for them to put out anything but an actual other Pink Skulls set. And then for my birthday, my roommate gifted me what could be the beginning of an AEW collection.
No.
No, I know. Hang on, there we go.
Dangerous slippery slope, my friend.
I didn't want this, but then I'm looking at the pop-up entrance set, which is only like $25. I'm like, God, it would be so sick to just fill that entrance stage with AEW boys. But yeah, I got MJF, Maxwell, Jacob Friedman.
Hell yeah.
Super cool. Who just cut promo of the year, maybe like what, Wednesday this week or last week or something.
Hey, clear something up for me real quick.
What's up?
I have not followed wrestling in about 2 years, maybe 3 now.
Wow.
But
exactly
I just heard,
as long as AEW's been around.
I know that. Well, this has a lot to do with AEW. I heard Cody Rhodes re-signed with WWE. Is that true?
Yeah, dude, it's pretty crazy. Because
what does that mean for AEW? Doesn't he own AEW?
He was an executive vice president.
He was.
Yeah, he was one of the founders essentially of the company.
Yes.
And it's huge that he walked away and is going back to WWE as part of like a there's one title I haven't won yet kind of thing, because his run in WWE just was not good, especially at the end. He had some good early stuff, but by the time Stardust hit, it was bad.
You know what's the greatest thing about that? Stardust is my favorite fucking WWE character of all time.
Stardust.
I love the absurdity of Stardust so much. That like right when he became Stardust is when I started watching. And I remember watching WWE. My friends they didn't make me, but like my friend came over, him and his girlfriend, and then it was also a pay-per-view, and he was like, "Hey, do you mind?" Like, and we were just like chilling and just like sitting around doing nothing. We were just watching YouTube. He was like, "Hey, the pay-per-view is on. Like, I can log in and we can watch it." And I was like, "Okay, cool." Or maybe the network wasn't around back then. No, it had to be, because I was making fun of $9.99.
Yeah.
But so we logged in and we watched it, and like
now it's on the clock.
I just remember just being like very not unimpressed, but very like just casually watching, and then Stardust and Goldust come out of nowhere, and how could you not like immediately be like, who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah, right.
What's going on? So
you should watch AEW, because you'll have that same reaction to Danhausen.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah, man. Like I was just like very drawn to like just the absurdity, and like I really liked when towards the end of his run where he was doing like that multiple personality thing. Like that was pretty cool. That had legs, but it never really went anywhere, unfortunately. So I don't know, dude. That shit was great to me. Again, aside, it was either that or just looking at like Sheamus and Cesaro just keep on doing shit week after week. I was all right. I didn't want to do any of that.
Yeah. Well, Cesaro has gone from WWE.
No shit.
Yeah.
When Cesaro came, the first time I ever saw Cesaro, I said, "Whose dad came in to pick up their kid from the end of this?" I was like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?"
He's everybody's dad. Are you kidding me? Cesaro's the man. And he looks great in WWE 2K22.
Well, I mean, I hear they all look great.
Yeah, but he is like creepy good. Like a hot toy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Cap Liv saying Cody Rhodes is the ender of all racism and the face of the future. Incredible. The only thing keeping AEW diverse, says Cap Livs. Hell yeah. Well, Cap Livs definitely has his finger on the pulse. So I'm inclined to believe it.
It was it's just huge news, and everyone's expecting that he's going to show up at WrestleMania, like next week or something. So yeah,
that's crazy.
Should be crazy.
That's rough. Like that's all I could think about was like, didn't this guy like fucking split because he hated it there so much? And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own wrestling federation with blackjack and hookers.
Pretty much. And I don't know. It's that same type of like, maybe that entrepreneurial mindset or like a business owner mindset where your whole thing is to build up businesses with the intention of selling them. True. You know what I mean? So maybe there's that aspect too, but I really think it was just, he wants to win the title, the same title essentially that his father won. So I think that's a big part of it. But I'm with Pac Photos, man. He's gonna get the John Morrison treatment when he gets to WWE. Yeah, it's tough. I don't see him being the guy that's gonna beat Roman Reigns. Like, it's just he's not gonna be that top guy. I would like to be wrong, you know. I mean, he's definitely raised his stock and did a lot of stuff post WWE before he started AEW, which is how he met the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, and how, you know, why they started working together before all that. So yeah, you know, I wanna see him do well. I basically I don't want to I don't want him to regret this. Like,
True.
I think a lot of people, he's literally leaving AEW at the height of its popularity.
Yeah, it's a wild move. That's why I was so drawn to the news. I was like, this is crazy. This is unbelievable.
So maybe it'll be Stardust versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 38.
Oh my God. Did Goldust retire? Yes or no?
Goldust is in AEW as
Holy
Dustin
fuck,
Rhodes.
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Hell yeah, dude.
The Natural.
The Natural. Incredible.
Yeah, he's awesome.
So is that all you got for birthday stuff? You showed off your Mezco birthday stuff last week.
Yeah, I got that last week. That's all on the shelves now. Yeah, just these guys. I'm glad I had to check because the last thing on this guy is this is the Series 5 version. I think he was in like Series 2, one of like the earlier series.
Okay.
And he had like comically large feet. Like it's like a meme in the AEW Unrivaled.
Okay.
And, this is thankfully the other version with regular size feet, not these huge honkers.
Hell yeah. Dude.
Yeah, I think that's it. I got this shirt today.
Great shirt. Who sells that?
It's from that company that's doing the Mezco shirts.
Yeah. I remember seeing that on the website.
Ghost X Ghost. Yeah, I ended up ordering this I threw it in the bundle when I bought the other stuff, and they just finished printing these, so they just got sent out.
Hell yeah. Yo, real quick, while he's still here, big shout out to Sonic Rockman X, baby.
Dude.
Says, what's up, guys? Just want to say hi. Glad to see Poncho's doing better. Thank you so much, man. Stay safe and healthy, Fabio. Catch us on the replay. Gotta go sleep and go to work. Dude, thank you so much, man. Sonic Rockman, one of the most familiar faces in this podcast history.
Dude, seriously, he was there from Jump
dude.
Street.
Hell yeah, man. Great to hear from you, dude. Yeah, dude. Speaking of shirts, I found this shirt. I found like all my Marvel like fake vintage shirts. I know what this looks like. It was my dad's maybe at one point. No. This was the Belk special in 2011.
Okay.
So I found like a big bag of clothes that I put in storage in like 2013 or something, and it's just a bunch of like vintage looking clothes like this. This was the wave in like the early 2000 teens. I don't even know what to call them. But like, and then there's a bunch of like really weird con shirts. Like if you ever go to a convention, there's always like these big booths of like, you know, like shirt vendors and stuff. And they always have like stuff that's funny at the time, but in 2 months time, it becomes the most cringe shit ever. Like it's a bunch of like weird mashup, like T-Fury stuff. Not to say T-Fury is bad. They have more hits and misses, but when they miss, they really miss. And most
it's nice when you've had a shirt long enough that it's like actually cool again. You know?
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. Like, I talk about it with the Discord guys a lot, but like, it's so funny because a lot of those Discord guys, shout out Cap Lives, he's in chat right now.
Hell yeah.
And then also, Kara is in chat right now too. He's one of the Discord guys as well. But they're all like 10 years younger than us, and they're just like, give us this stuff from like their childhood. And I was like, yo, just literally wait 10 years. Literally wait until people your age are in charge, are old enough to be in positions of power in these companies, to where like all your childhood shit becomes cool again, because they'll make it happen.
Man, but we're still waiting for 2003 Turtles.
That's how the conversation actually started.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about 2003 Turtles. And I'm like, yo, literally give it 30 years. 30 years is the lifespan to where like it opens up the door to like maybe we can bring it back. Because people that The people that are old enough to even care about this could potentially have money to spend on it now. Like there's no use in fiscally bringing back 2003 Turtles merch like 5 years ago, because everybody that was into that was like really into that, or just like the majority of the audience was only like what 15 or something like 5 years ago. Now they're like around 20 or whatever. They'll probably wait 5 more years where they're 25. They'll have expendable money. Excuse me. But yeah, that's it. You want to talk about anything else? Did you watch anything this week?
What did I watch this week? I saw a couple kind of like non-geek things, I guess, that were pretty good.
That's good.
I saw it's a Netflix movie called Windfall.
Interesting.
And it's kind of like a weird like neo-noir thriller, I guess. But it's like a dude is like walking around an empty house, like a giant like millionaire estate. It's like walking around by himself, and you think it might be his place, but then it turns out he's like robbing it. And then as he's robbing it, the couple comes home and he holds them hostage, and hilarity ensues.
Hilarity.
Yeah, it's kind of a dark comedy in a lot of ways, but just the way it's shot is like beautiful. Like,
all right,
it's a one location type of movie, you know. And I think the whole thing takes place over the course of like 24 hours, and it's like just really good acting. It was Jason Segel, you know, from like How I Met Your Mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and what's his name? Todd from Breaking Bad.
Incredible.
Jesse Plemons.
Yes.
Yeah, really good.
Interesting.
Check that out. I think that's it. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said at the beginning of the show, I'm watching Better Call Saul.
Oh, that's right.
Pretty excited. I'll probably finish that this week. And then I didn't watch much either. Watched Red Pant. I watched Turning Red again.
Oh, nice.
So that was great. Still as good as the first time. Highly recommend that film to literally anybody that enjoys anime. Just watch it. It's literally just anime.
Okay, I had to look up the name of this one because it's long and I completely forgot it, but it's called hang on. It's called The Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window. I swear to God, that's what it's called. It's like a little series on Netflix, and it's like a parody of like a satire of these type of like murder mystery shows, but it's like a series about like a girl who's like depressed and alcoholic, and then she's like staring out her window and she thinks she like witnesses a murder. And
crazy. That's the Shia LaBeouf movie.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a lot like a parody of that kind of thing, but it's a series. It's insane. I didn't know what to expect going into it, but it's like pretty absurd.
The title of that show reminds me of like hardcore albums and like the late 2000s where the titles were extremely long. Do you remember that era of music?
Yeah.
When me and my friends were in a band in like 2013, we were like a local like hardcore band, and we were gonna name our band's name was Genki Dama, which is the Japanese name for Spirit Bomb, which is from Dragon Ball. And then all of our songs were just long Dragon Ball episode titles, or just like weird shit. Like our what do you call it? The song we played the most, or the one we wrote first, or whatever, was called 5 Miles Southwest of South City. It was the greatest shit ever.
Awesome. You were in a hardcore band? That's so badass.
It was great. I loved it. I played drums.
I played a few shows with my friend's pop punk band.
Whoa, hell yeah, let's go.
I was not into that style, but I was a fan of theirs.
Hell yeah.
So I learned their songs because they were good.
I wasn't like crazy into that genre of music either whenever I joined that band, but like they were my friends and I could play drums. And I was like, I'll go in it. I have a double bass pedal, whatever.
Double bass pedal, fuck yeah, dude.
And then
blast beats.
Hell yeah, I'll do it. And then, I tuned my guitar to drop D. I'll do whatever it takes.
Whoa, damn. Andrew JLA Boy brings up a good thing. Something else we saw this week. Yes,
please let's bookend on that.
Yeah, for
Pull
sure.
up a picture. Pull up this disgusting.
This is the
piece of
deleted
shit.
scene of the podcast.
Oh my god. Yo, so there's no real point of throwing up spoilers. But I'll pull it up just in case. So just in case nobody has heard, there is a deleted scene that Warner Brothers released from the Batman. Matt Reeves' version of the Joker has a pretty sizable extended deleted scene. And they uploaded it. First they uploaded it unlisted. I don't know if it's listed now. But yo.
I'm pulling up a photo.
Yeah, that's fine. There's a clear picture of what he looks like. I posted in the chat.
Oh, okay, nice.
I think earlier today. Yo, man, let me tell you. I hated this thing more than you can imagine. Before we get there.
Oh!
Have you not seen this?
They don't ever show the whole thing.
No, they don't. This
portions of it at a time, so
Yeah.
people have been like compositing it together.
Yeah, this picture is stitched together. This is a an artist composite.
Whoa, God! You gotta warn somebody before you.
This is the worst shit I've ever seen.
This is the picture that plays at the end of those Newgrounds mazes, where it's like the girl on The Exorcist.
This is a JPEG pop scare.
Yeah.
Yo, let me tell you. All right, okay. So the Batman has been out for like what, 3 weeks now? 4 weeks?
Yeah, beginning of March. Yeah.
So, small spoiler, the Joker is in it for what, 2 minutes maybe? And you don't even see him. You see a silhouette of him, and you know what? I loved the way his silhouette looked, because it kind of looked like, especially his hair in the movie, it looked like it was like that kind of 70s, no, not even 70s, like even like 60s, like pompadour he always had. And they kind of brought it back in Killing Joke, where he has like that little curl of hair that comes down really. That's what it looked like in the silhouette. That's how I interpreted it. Bro, this is definitely a keep the lights off situation with this Joker design. First of all, Fabio, what do you think? What are your thoughts, my friend?
I thought the scene was like really hard to hear. First of all, it was so like hushed and weird,
dude.
But I do like the idea of like the Joker as a Hannibal Lecter type.
I do like that too,
because it might be good to like reduce his role in it, so he's not the main focus. Because Anthony Hopkins, for all the awards and accolades he won for Silence of the Lambs, was in that movie for like 14 minutes. So, and that's like the statistic that it's the shortest amount of screen time that a role has ever received an Oscar for.
Oh,
So
interesting.
if that's what you're trying to do with the Joker, as far as not making him the focus of a movie, I think that's a really smart role for him. But this design, I don't know. It feels like Batman like did this to him. You know what I mean?
Well, Fabio, could you believe it? In most lore, he did do it to him.
Yeah, so as far as him looking like he actually popped out of a vat of acid.
Yeah, they
I
nailed
think
that.
this does it.
This isn't like, so here we go, man. I think I was talking to somebody, like, this isn't fun to look at. Like, he is ghastly. Like, this is rough. This is a chore to look at. He looks disgusting. And like, I'm like kind of over this aesthetic, dude. Like, I'm over this like so gross that you can't look away type deal. Like, they really could have, this just seems so much like, if this was the aesthetic for Batman's villains in this, like, then why not give Penguin like a fucking hair lip, or like the Riddler, like have him like burn his mask into his skin or some shit. This just seems like a twisted, this seems like ultimate, like, I don't know, like early 2000s cringe version.
Yeah, this is
of
like
the Joker.
Edgelord Edge.
This, there you go. That's what I was looking for. Edgelord. This is Edgelord shit right here. This is the kid that keeps a notebook of how many ways he wants to like torture people who were mean to him in the hallway type shit.
Well, to be fair, that was the Riddler's character.
True. This is the full extent. This is crazy. Fat Man says the dude looks like an extra from Hills Have Eyes. Exactly.
For sure. Yeah. He's like straight up deformed. You know what I mean?
Deformed,
I feel
body.
Like it's seeing it without the makeup too. So maybe it'll be like ideally in his full appearance will be like this prosthetic stuff, but with the makeup on top of it as like kind of a, a contrasting juxtaposition of like trying to beautify this ugly thing. Like I could see it thematically working, sure.
Yes.
But and with that said, maybe that'll do it some favors. But you're right. It's gruesome. It is. It's tough to look at.
The main thing is like, I've had Joker fatigue for years. Like I posted on Facebook that how fucking old do I sound right now? I posted on social media that like every time I watch a new Batman property or I consume new Batman media that doesn't explicitly feature the Joker, I am constantly in a state of panic the entire time, just waiting for them to somehow just shove the Joker into this fucking piece of media. Like they just need to like chill, dude. Like I get that everybody is trying to like chase the high of like Heath Ledger's Joker. But like this isn't it. This first of all, this dude, like it was just an impression of Heath Ledger's mannerisms. Like it was just really weird. Now maybe not mannerisms, but his voice for sure. That was weird. Of course, he's just gross to look at. Like I've never been a fan. Body horror is my least favorite genre of film of all time. Like I can't do that. Like it's not even that I can't do it. Like I can watch it or whatever. It's just not entertaining to me. And like why studios insist on constantly making the Joker look as fucking grungy and ugly as possible, I don't understand. Like, I think the perfect middle ground, of course, the bar is Heath Ledger in terms of like aesthetic, modernizing Joker and like kind of giving him like a dirty and grungy look. But for like Joaquin Phoenix, I thought that was great. It was just different enough from Heath Ledger, but it was like gritty in like a different way, but it wasn't like dumb looking. This is dumb looking. And like the way that Joaquin appeared at the end where he's on top of the cop car and like he like paints the smile on him. Like I thought that was fine. Like this is overkill, dude. This is literally like I cannot put it into words how much I hate this. And then Xander Dumas is screaming Jared Leto in the chat. I was actually having a conversation with some friends. I actually this is the hottest take. This is the hottest take of the week. I actually respect the Jared Leto version of Joker more than this. Because at least they had the fucking stones to try something different, you know. Like I will always champion. What is my cat doing? I will always champion how cool it is that they based Jared Leto's Joker off of how Instagram drug lords operate. Like they based like his whole shit off of that. That's just a really cool sentence. And it's just like it's just an interesting like angle. Like that's just interesting, man. Like it's such a pivot from Heath Ledger because they absolutely knew there's no way that they could even come close to Heath Ledger. So why not?
They were definitely trying to out edge Heath Ledger.
Very true. But like this is like very soulless to me, dude. This is soulless garbage to me. Like much respect to the actor. He posted something today, I think on like Instagram or Twitter or something about how much fun he had on set. You know, mad respect to this guy for doing his craft, but like this fucking sucks, dude. I fucking hate this thing. This is, I don't know. Like you said, there's shades of like cool shit here. Like the Hannibal Lecter angle, like them kind of working together. Although the timeline doesn't really make sense. Like if this is only year 2 of Batman, that this seems like some shit like year 10 or something like that. This is like 2 Robins deep, where they could like potentially get to the point where they're kind of like, all right, well, let me bring you this, and then civilly let's talk about this case or whatever. Year 2 Joker is like putting like chattering teeth bombs in this kid's mailbox or something. Like there's no way that they would ever reach this. Anyway, but like this thing is fucking ugly. I don't like the way it looks. He couldn't hear shit, and I did not like it. It was rough.
Man, what a take.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I talked way too long about that.
No, that was great.
Is there anything else you wanted to, any other controversies you wanted to bring up while we're all...
I feel like we need the whole squad here to fully talk McFarlane.
Oh my God, the McFarlane thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
We'll wait until, that's an actual thing on the docket. You wanted to do 2 hours. Here we go.
Yeah, we are at we just passed the 2-hour mark by 18 seconds. So
there you go. My timing is impeccable.
Hell yeah, dude. Very true. One six shooter in chat is saying that he said it was good. He said it was good. Trev, what are you doing? Baby,
it was
no.
Okay, it was fine.
I don't know. I don't.
I'm with you though. I'm sick of seeing the Joker.
True. You know what?
There's so many more. Why couldn't there have been another villain that was the Hannibal Lecter type,
Yes. I mean, like I said, there are shades of it that are very interesting, like character traits that are like script-wise and character-wise, that stuff is interesting. Nothing about the way this guy looks is interesting. This guy still has all his fucking
I don't know.
teeth. Like I
want to know how he got those scars.
Fat Man is saying Matt Reeves said in an interview, his Joker looks this way due to birth defects he was born with, some sort of debilitating disease. So not self-inflicted, not acidic inflicted, or anything. So he's just like
that's even worse. Is the ADA aware of this?
I don't even know. Like that does make it way worse.
Like he was born this way, and people were mean to him, and he went crazy. That's what happens when you're born different.
I guess.
Batman beats you up, puts you in a cell.
True. Maybe at a couple of female figures thrown at him.
Oh, Jesus, you had to go there. Well, I can't wait for McFarlane to give us this guy.
Oh God.
Can you imagine?
Don't. You know what? It would be the best. Imagine this guy coming with a doll accessory. Could you fucking believe that? What a move. It never happened, but we can imagine.
All right. That's all I got on this. Overall, I thought it was fine.
Okay.
But
once again,
really unnecessary in the movie.
Once again, this is just my opinion. The opinions of me do not reflect the rest of the cast or A.C.B.A as a brand, of course.
What? That's how it works.
If you liked it, I'm glad you found something you enjoyed. For sure. Hell yeah. Just not for me. But if it was for you, that's great. And I'm very happy for you. I love and respect you.
Yeah, you're allowed to be wrong.
Let's see.
Tut.
I'm just going over chat real quick.
Yeah.
Tachyon Transmitter says, I don't think it's fair to do a composite like that. The design was done to be shot as close-ups and silhouettes. Presumably, if he was going to be fully lit, he would look different. I agree. Print Rabbit says, I think it's a
reaction is I don't care. I really don't care about this that much.
That's really it. I don't care either. Like, I don't care. The most I care is I'm absolutely jubilous that it was cut out of the movie.
Right, exactly. Didn't even need to be at the end.
Yeah, Fat Man hit us with $5 real quick. He said, have the villain be Dr. Death, who Batman interviews. Batman's first villain who actually is all mutilated and monster-like would be cool. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Would have been worse. What if they had the Riddler be this character and the main villain of the Batman was the Joker?
Wow, what if? Oh my god.
What if? That would have been crazy, huh?
Yo, let me tell you. I think we talked about this when we talked about the movie. When they mentioned the Hush, my whole body tensed up because I was thinking if they make this guy the fucking Hush again, I'm gonna lose my. If they make the Riddler and Hush the same dude again, I'm gonna lose my fucking marbles. Like
honestly, I'm still of the opinion that they did set up Hush in this one. The journalist who was killed was not the Riddler's father. They had completely different last names, and the whole point was that the kid was an orphan. It was that he was just given up. It wasn't that his father, the journalist, died. So I think the journalist that died is actually Hush's father. His last name was Elliot.
Interesting. So what do you think? What do you think that they're putting away for Hush? Do you think they'll go with like the classic story, or they'll just reinvent Hush altogether?
I don't know. I mean, I think the way the second one is being set up is like Gotham is going to be just like a flooded hellscape for a little bit now. So maybe that'll have something to do with maybe the way like Arkham City style. It's like divided by villains or whatever.
True. And that's the root of this whole thing. The reason I have Joker fatigue is because like Batman has one of the craziest rogue galleries of all time. Like, please pull from this incredible roster. Absolutely. Let's do plugs. Let's get out of here. Shortest podcast in what feels like forever, Fabio. We did
For real. Well, I don't have much to plug. Just working on stuff. Coming back to the streams soon. Got some stuff I'm working on. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Well,
just follow me Instagram, Fops360, YouTube, Fopster. Xbox Live.
Sorry. Go over that last part again. the outro played by mistake.
Last thing I said was Xbox Live, Colonel Crackers. Let's play some Back for Blood.
Wow.
Probably not anytime soon because Elden Ring.
So you're playing Elden Ring on PC, but not on Xbox. But you own an Xbox. Why?
No, I'm playing Back for Blood on Game Pass for PC.
Oh, Game Pass.
So
okay, that
my
makes
Xbox
sense.
account, yeah. But Elden Ring, I'm playing on PC with a controller.
Hell yeah, brother.
Got to. I have this old wired Xbox 360 controller.
Beautiful. One of the greatest controllers ever made.
You can maybe see a little bit. My thumb is like black from the rubber rubbing off of it.
Oh my god.
All right. That's it for me. What you got, Ponch? Take us out.
Oh, sick. I get to take us out. That's incredible.
Please.
Yeah, I will I'll mirror everything Fabio said. I will start streaming again soon. Still got to do those October spins. I just got to find time. And then I'll do some more fun streams soon too. Maybe I'll build a kit or some shit. I don't know. Follow me on Instagram at Poncheezy. And follow everybody else too. Follow Boog, follow Rick. Of course, follow Fabio and myself. Join the A.C.B.A. Discord if you haven't. We have a lot of fun over there. It's cool to talk to these dudes on a daily basis. It's pretty sick. And that's it. There was one more thing I wanted to talk about in terms of like wrap up, but I can't really.
Cutout packs are shipping, Boog would probably say.
True. Yeah. Cutout packs are shipping. Keep an eye out for new cutout packs coming out soon. There's like a DC cutout pack coming out soon. And there should be like a cutout pack coming from me, which will be very Dragon Ball and anime inspired, which will be coming out in the future as well. But yeah, that's really about it. As always, be inclined to rate this video. I beg you, rate this video.
We hope you'll find it in your heart.
Yeah, and I hope you'll find it on the website too. To be quite frank, use the Wayback Machine to get a 2012 version of YouTube and rate the video. Much love to everybody. Hope Rick and Boog had a great time doing whatever they were doing this evening. Thank you to Fabio for being my incredible co-host. Two-man team, baby. We did it.
In and out.
Absolutely. And a huge thank you to everybody in chat who kept the conversation going. An additional thank you to everybody who hit us with super chats, not only to spread the love, but to get their points across as well. Cannot thank you enough. You won't believe it or not. Every month we are on top of just like the numbers. We have everything planned out. We have a good idea of where all your generous donations are going to be spent. It's just a matter of getting all our ducks in a row and getting the ball rolling on that. So once again, cannot thank you guys enough. There's new cameras going out to Boog and Rick. We might update some of Fabio's equipment as well, and then some of my equipment as well, and then definitely just make a better show for everybody else's viewing and listening pleasure. And without further ado, once again, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.
The podcast is concluded.